Shalom, welcome to Torah in 6, that's 6 minutes a day for 6 days. We have a whole idea from the Lubavitch Rebbe. And our question it was, very briefly, that there were many things created before Shabbos because they were miraculous, or you need a holy level of Shabbos compared to the Messianic era in order to be refined and to make them very special, like these demons we talked about last time. On the other hand, we're still asking now, and we're going to get the answer now, why tongs were created Erev Shabbos, right before Shabbos. Well, we just don't think that. I mean, what's so miraculous about tongs compared to these other ideas? And the answer is, if you have to look at the words that we said, tongs in order to make other tongs. It wasn't just tongs were created in order to make other tongs, which means that there's many times, think about this, that you have to do a mitzvah, so that's very nice to make a mitzvah. But let's say there's preparation for the mitzvah. That, for example, you're supposed to eat on Shabbos. And that's actually a very nice meal, not just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but a very nice meal and on Shabbos. And that is part of the Oneg Shabbos that we're supposed to enjoy. Well, before you have a nice meal, you have to prepare it. Again, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich you can make on Shabbos. But on the other hand, you want a nice chicken, or you want obviously all these other nice foods that everybody makes. You're not allowed to cook on the Shabbos, and therefore that they have to be prepared before Shabbos, obviously. And therefore that their preparations, well, we said eating on Shabbos is a mitzvah, but what about the cooking on Friday, day before Shabbos? Well, that's not a mitzvah. But we call that a hechsher mitzvah, which means a preparation for a mitzvah. So you don't say asher kiddishanu, as we say we use special kiddush when Shabbos comes in. You say a special blessing. Well, you don't make any special blessing when you're cooking up a chicken soup. You need to cook the chicken soup in order to have chicken soup Friday night, but it's not a mitzvah. It's not you don't make a special bracha blessing on making the chicken soup. But it's all part of a package deal. If you want to talk about that, obviously, if you want chicken soup Friday night, you're going to have to do some cooking on Friday, and many mitzvahs we can go on. Really, most mitzvahs you need to prepare. You can't just okay, I want to do a mitzvah. Well, you have to prepare it. The Rebbe Sikha talks about preparing the knife to do a circumcision. So again, you have to sharpen the knife, and he goes into ways to sharpen the knife. Well, one of the things that you're really not allowed to, like we said, kill a chicken for chicken soup on Shabbos. You're not allowed to shacht it. But there's certain exceptions to the rule, and one of the exceptions is the bris milah, the circumcision. What if a child is born on Saturday, and you tell me that the child has to be circumcised on the 8th day? Well, the 8th day is Shabbos. Well, wait a minute. When you circumcise, you're causing blood, obviously, when you make a cut, and that's like an offshoot of shachting, is slaughtering, causing blood. Well, you should be able to do it. But no, that if there is a circumcision on Shabbos, you are allowed, or you should really, obligated to circumcise that baby boy on the Saturday. So what if, wait a minute, it's not sharp enough. Obviously, you want a sharp knife, a scalpel, a knife not to hurt the child. So can you prepare the knife on the Shabbos if you forgot to? Better, obviously, to do it on Friday beforehand. But yes, you are. The preparation, in a certain sense, is a part of the mitzvah. So that's the idea, so to speak, of the tongs. The tongs, it doesn't say tongs. It says tongs in order to make tongs. So this is what we're being told, that call it a means to an end. The end is the mitzvah. But the means is maybe not a mitzvah, but you need the means in order to get to the end. You need, like I said, to cook chicken soup Friday afternoon in order to eat chicken soup Friday night on Shabbos. So most mitzvahs are like that. After we talked about prepare the knife in order to circumcise on Shabbos, and on and on. You have to build a sukkah in order to sit in the sukkah. and we can go on for all these mitzvahs. But you don't say a brach on it, but we're talking about really the idea is the beautiful idea that even the preparation for a mitzvah in order to do something else, that itself, you may not call it a mitzvah in its own right, because you're not saying a blessing, but it is obviously a necessity in order to prepare the means in order to have the ends. So that's a very important idea. And so therefore, that is the idea why tongs, it doesn't say just again tongs, but tongs in order to make other tongs. And next session, we're going to talk the last of the 6. We're going to say how that's relevant in our lives. All right, very good. Prepare for that.